Last we left off, our adventurers had met up within the mountain peaks of the Rookendorn Range. The half-elves, Turksine and Arvin, were searching for some sort of secret lab in the mountains when they found themselves being hunted and surrounded by a pack of hungry wolves. Thankfully, a very lost Kime and Panoply were in the vicinity and decided to help the two endangered half-elves and join up for the time being. It wasn't long before each group realized how they complemented one another, as Panoply's survival skills allowed the group to quickly find the optimal path through the mountainside, until they reached what was presumably the secret lab that Turksine and Arvin had sought out. Embedded into the mountain itself, a well-designed structure with a tall platform as the only logical entrance peeked out from the mountain itself. The lab felt abandoned at first, with no signs of recent use. It wasn't until they entered a large cargo bay that the group was attacked by strange constructs that continuously spoke in some bizarre code of zeros and ones. As the group cleared the entrance of any additional hostile constructs, they found themselves at the top of a flight of stairs. And this is where we begin today's session. The alarm lights have turned off. You have perused this top level, and you found a stairway that heads further into the mountain.
Is Dirksian with us? Ah, there he is. All right, Kime, lead the way.
All right, let's head downstairs.
Once you turn the corner, you should see a little arrow that goes down, and you just click that guy.
Shall we scout this floor first before we head down deeper?
Sounds like a good idea. Remember to slice the pie around those corners.
Do we know what we're looking for?
Treasure. Just
As
kidding.
you open that door, Kime, there are a bunch of boxes and crates.
Is there anything of value inside these boxes?
They look like they're full.
I'm gonna, if there's one that's already open, I'm just gonna peek through to see if there's anything inside.
The first box you open has bolts, arrows, a short bow, and a hand crossbow.
And I'm kind of gonna yell outside the door, "Hey, Arvin, you might want some stuff from here."
Yeah, I could definitely replenish some ammunition, and we can keep some stuff in our backpacks. How many bolts can I hold?
Can hold a decent amount. You open up a couple crates, and I'll type this into chat. You find about 5 gold pieces worth of spell scribing components, so just stuff for mages to write spells. You find 20 crossbow bolts, 20 arrows, a hand crossbow, a short bow, a leather armor, an embroidered leather pouch, probably worth about a gold piece or so, and then 4 right-handed leather gloves.
That seems normal.
I'll take those arrows. Does anybody else want a short bow? I like the long bow myself.
Out of curiosity, sidebar DM, hand crossbow compared with light crossbow, what's the difference?
A hand crossbow is one-handed, more for people who want to wield a small ranged weapon and a single hand weapon at the same time. Damage-wise, the light crossbow does more.
Okay. Yeah, panoply, I'd say grab what equipment you can use, arrows, bow. I can grab the bolts and put those to good use, and I don't know if anybody could actually use the leather armor at this point.
You can take that fancy pouch too. That is so impractical.
I think Tirxian could probably use that.
Yeah, I'm definitely grabbing the spell scribing components, and I'll grab the embroidered pouch for now, and I'll put that aside and take a look at it later.
As
any-
for the 4 right-handed gloves, does that strike anybody else as a bit odd?
Maybe we should each wear one. I mean, honestly, you do wear gloves on a hand when you're pulling a bow sometimes.
Interesting.
Is that gonna be our
They
signature thing?
so these gloves are more like those like huge gloves that they're like oversized gloves.
They thickly padded.
Yes.
I wonder if they were used for falconry of some sort.
That's
They
exactly what
almost
I was
look like
thinking.
those. Almost.
Okay. Well, I think we can stockpile this all, whoever's keeping note of this. Well, I guess it's in the chat. And we can keep exploring. I would advise that we keep our eyes in the skies.
Ooh.
Although we are inside.
Ah!
Ah,
So as you head north, just a hallway with a lot of doors.
do we head back down and check down one at a time?
I'd say
Or split up?
Arvin, Penny, you guys take the north doors. Turksy and I will handle the south doors.
Sounds good. Oh, sorry.
Is that a trough? What is that?
It looks like a wash basin.
It's the bathroom. We found the bathroom?
Is this a
You did.
closet?
Looks that way. And then this looks like beds.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go back and check the bottom door. Just open it and check while you guys continue.
Yep, no problem.
So that large door opens up into a small little cubby with another large door. And there's sort of these strange contraptions on the side of this hallway.
Noted.
So basically, this hallway as you go through looks like some sort of sleeping hall, almost like a barracks.
Is there, like, are there drawers, and is there anything left in the drawers?
There are desks and drawers, but there's basically nothing left. There's a lot of dust in here. Doesn't look like it's been used for a while. The beds are all clean, like very clean and made, and none of the drawers are open, but when you open them, there's basically nothing left. Anything you do find is essentially this world's version of like a Bible, like some sort of religious script.
Well, guys, down in the last room we were at, there is another opening that we could go to, but some odd things in the cubby in front of the door.
And then this looks like a mess hall.
Is there any food laying around?
Negative.
So, do you guys want to go back or keep continuing on this path?
Let's go back.
Following you.
Is this
Cub.
locked?
That door is locked.
This is a locked door. Is it a wooden door?
Yeah, is it wooden?
It is. Yep.
Stand aside, Penny.
Oh. Nothing like a locked door to get kind of excited.
And I am going to slam, like, kick in the door as hard as I can.
Okay, make a strength check.
Oof.
That was pathetic, Heim.
I'd like to see you do better.
I'm gonna try it.
I'll
With
stand
my
aside.
goat foot.
You go, girl.
It's equally pathetic.
We're so cousins.
Well, I don't want to embarrass myself. Is the store down here unlocked?
It is.
Oh, but I didn't open it.
Looks like a storage room for food, but there's a container at the bottom.
I'll open it up and take a look.
All right. When you open that container, at first it looks like there's just a bunch of food items in there. But then there's also a key.
Aha.
Oh my god, is that turkey jerky? I want some.
There's a small wheel of cheese, 2 pounds of sausage, a sack of flour, a gallon cask of salt, and 2 gallon casks of cider.
Hey, Kime.
Some
I
of
have
it
a
is
riddle
rather
for you.
heavy.
What's up?
What opens a door better than a foot? This key, presumably.
Where'd
I don't know
that
if you guys
cheese?
wanna.
Where did you find that?
Inside the wheel of cheese, obviously.
Wow, okay. Well, open it up. Let's see.
How much of this stuff can we hold, or do we want to hold? Or all of it?
I have the weights on there, so probably reasonably you can take the sausages and maybe the wheel of cheese.
How much is the salt?
28 pounds worth of salt.
A gallon cask.
Yeah, I mean, you could take some of the salt. If you had something to keep it in.
What's it in now?
It's in a cask that weighs 28 pounds.
Keep going. Panoply's contemplating this.
In the meantime, Kime, since you're leading the way here, we can either use this key or we can head back to the first room. What would you like to try?
Since we're here, let's use the key.
Entree.
This is a more elaborate room. There is a desk, a master bed, sort of a closet, a bookshelf, and a chest at the foot of the bed.
Rummage, rummage.
Do I recognize the titles of any of the books on the bookshelf?
Yeah, there's some common books on there, but then other books seem to be more of like a scientific, like a bunch of different books about various scientific and magical concepts.
Anything about Warforged or constructs?
Yes, there's definitely a book or two that is about one's sort of like the history of the nation of Prospero, and that has, just flipping through it, there's sort of a chapter on like when the nation started using Warforged as a large portion of its army, and then there's another book that sort of looks like it's a book on Warforged itself. The book on Warforged itself looks more like a scientific theory book or thesis or sort of a work in progress.
And how about the chest at the foot of the bed?
It is locked.
Does the key that we have work on it?
It does not. That is a bathroom. It does look like a very simple lock, like a like a padlock.
Well, may I try to pick the lock with my thief tools?
If you have thief tools, yeah.
I'm fairly certain I do.
Basically, make a dexterity check.
Where did
Let
you learn to
me
do that?
double check. I remember asking about this when I first started, but maybe I don't actually have it.
I thought you did buy them.
I thought I did too, but I don't see it in my inventory.
We'll just say you have them and we'll add that later.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
And
look over Arvin's shoulder.
What kind of check did you say?
I believe it's a dexterity check, but let me look up thieves' tools real quick.
You add your proficiency if you have it with them. I think it's a
He
dex check
is-
plus that.
Yeah, he is proficient.
Okay, in that case... roll a dexterity saving throw, because that will do the same thing.
That okay. I see.
Because that'll add your proficiency into there. You try and then nothing happens.
Oh, no luck here, Kym. Any chance that you have anything you could bust it down with?
It's just a simple padlock, right?
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm gonna stick my sword right at the base of the lock and try to like slam my my other hand into it to kind of like pry it open.
Make a strength check.
Oh my god.
Nope. As Panoply would put it, that's pathetic, Kym. There's the desk, though.
Yeah, can I search the desk?
Yeah, make a investigation check.
Also, while this is happening, you notice Panoply does sneak back to that room, and it didn't transfer, but I did have 3 sacks and 3 pouches, and I am going to look like I have some saddlebags on, but it's all full of salt.
Before you leave, can you tell Kym he was pathetic?
So, searching the desk, you find underneath one of the drawers is a secret compartment, and there is a key. There's also a crystal of sulfur, a drafting compass, which looks fairly expensive, a glass sphere, and then there are notes on the desk that mention 2 names, Sabira Ent Halim and Erphonia Zace, and it mentions about their presence in Night Hollow, and it discusses the Volek state, which you know is the nation to the east of the mountains that you're in.
Night Hollow is one of those cities.
Night Hollow is a city that is to the south of you. It is an
Dirksian.
independent city outside of the nation of Prospero, and sort of on the border of another nation called the Kaja Conclave.
I see that.
Turksian's just kind of going to hold the key over his shoulder with one hand while he's just studying the notes and just say, "Hey, try this."
Might work better than the thieves' tools. Yoink.
And I'm just gonna throw my hands up in the air. Everybody's finding keys, and I can't do jack shit around here.
There, Kym. Pat him on the shoulder. We'll do better next time. And insert key.
Alright, chest opens. And a crossbow bolt. No, just kidding.
Disintegration.
Alright, inside the chest you find a small sack with 4 gems, a red potion, and a scroll. What is Turksian's passive perception?
11.
Okay. You didn't notice anything. Panoply, the dust in front of the bookshelf is not as thick as the dust in the rest of the room.
May.
Uh,
I'm gonna just like.
Tiersten, sorry, before you do that, are you able to tell what the scroll is?
Can I read the scroll?
Yes. You are able to read it because it is a scroll that your class can cast, and it is a spell scroll of alarm.
Perfect. And just because I'm a little paranoid about that glass sphere, I am going to use my with the Awakened Spellbook ritual spells to ritually cast Detect Magic in this room just to see if I get any hits.
The potion and the glass sphere, it does have a magical presence to it, but it's really faint, as if it is like turned off or latent or something like that.
Do I get a sense of what school? Is it like divination or?
It is a enchantment, but it's really, really weak.
Okay, I'll just pocket that for now, and I'll work on identifying it later then.
You guys like back up for a second. And Panoply's like literally going to drop to her all fours and is trying to look under the bookshelf. Like put her hand out to see if she can feel a current there.
Yep. There's a slight, like, difference in air underneath it.
Kym, help me move this bookshelf. Maybe if we work together, we'll actually do something productive with our muscles.
Okay, I got you. Let's do it.
Okay, the two of you together, no roll is needed. You move the bookshelf, and behind it is a door. Oops.
Who wants to go
Leads down a
first?
hall.
Secret door.
It's a dead end.
Panoply, with your passive perception, you can see there's cracks around this dead end, like it's another secret door.
Does pushing on it do anything? Oh shit.
Oh man, nice job.
As you enter this room, there are these green glowing glass containers, or the glass containers have this like green glowing fluid in it, and there's this green fluid in the center, and there's this large construct that has 5 appendages and 5 legs, and it's at first concentrating on these green glowing glass containers.
I imagine that Detect Magic is still going. Do I sense anything in the room?
Yeah, the green fluid has a magical presence to it.
Okay.
It's not truly a school of magic, but conjuration would be the closest thing to it. Like, maybe even a little necromancy in there? like conjuration, necromancy.
Okay.
As I said, it's not a true school of magic, but that's kind of what you get the vibe off of it.
Sure.
And I'm gonna kind of put my fist up behind me and tell people hold and be very quiet. And
The thing moves over to this one.
and I am gonna try as bad as I can, as it is, stealth around the corner.
Oh, push to talk didn't work. Okay. You have disadvantage on stealth, so roll it up. Does anybody else want to do something while he's stealthing around the corner?
Pull out my bow and draw, like, put an arrow to it in case something bad happens.
Wait. Sorry, can you mark where this is, whatever we're seeing is? I don't see anything on mine.
You can't see it from where you are, but Kime points to like here-ish.
And Kime, which way are you stealthing towards?
To the north.
Okay. Yeah, give me just a second here. I need to read up on this.
So weirdly enough, it doesn't. Oh no, it does. Move wherever you want to move, Kime, but the creature turns and sees you.
Okay, I was gonna go over here,
Too late.
like behind
so
this thing over here.
What did everybody else want to do while he's stealthing? Panoply drew her bow.
I was
Stayed
just
in the hallway.
Turkson will just whisper, let everyone know that the green things are magical.
And Arvin?
I have my light crossbow at the ready.
Alright, I would like everybody to roll for initiative.
I had a good idea, but it doesn't work now.
Oh, Turksian.
I know, right?
That is fine wizard style right there.
Alright, the pentadrone that all 5 of its appendages like point towards Kime and moves your way.
Ah!
I was just gonna kind of look at it and say, I don't suppose you have 4 right hands, do you?
And it responds in a series of zeros and ones. Alright, the pentadrone makes 5 arm attacks.
Holy.
Oh.
That's nice to you guys.
Good luck, Kime. You got this.
Why can't I? That's weird.
Yeah! Yeah!
Keep it up.
Whew.
The final
Oh my
one
God.
hits. For 3 bludgeoning damage.
Tickled him a little bit.
Alright, Panoply, you're up next.
I don't think it's a good idea if we all stand in one spot. And Panoply is going to... holding her bow up. Move down here. And... a little bit more so you can see it better and shoot it with an arrow. And I would like to do favored foe. Which, do I add that to this, or how do I do this?
That's a D4. You can just
Yeah.
add it to the damage. Do 1d4 on the damage part.
Something weird happened.
Is that 15 damage?
I mean, I've got.
Yeah, you rolled an 8, a 3, and you have a +4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, big hit on it. Just this black fluid comes out of one of its appendages. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right, Arvin.
Well, let's stay where we are, take aim, and fire a crossbow bolt. Follow that up.
Need a little more practice.
Yeah, things were a little better.
You hear a voice suddenly yell out, "If you teach me how to pick locks, I'll teach you how to shoot things."
Much appreciated. And since I can only see one person from here, we're gonna give a bardic inspiration to. Wait, I have it targeted. Why is it not working? And we'll give that over to Tirxian, and my turn is done.
All right, Kaim, you're up.
I could move to its south side, right, and not provoke opportunity attack.
Correct.
Okay. Can I? I can't walk over. Never mind. I'll stay where I am. I'll move right here, actually. And I'm going to attack it. And I am going to
13 misses.
action surge and attack again.
All right.
Wow.
Oh, that was nearly a 19. 2 swings and a miss. Its appendages kind of are flailing all around you.
Penny, what did you put in that freaking wolf? I'm terrible today.
I think it's you.
Tirxian, it is your turn.
Turxian will reach out a finger and cast Firebolt at the Pentadrone. I just hit okay, sweet. Trying to figure out how to not use the Bardic Inspiration because I didn't need to with that roll. Awesome damage roll on it.
A small little firebolt goes out and hits it.
Yep.
Hey, you hit it. Kinda.
Then he'll just turn the corner and end his turn.
All right, the Pentadrone releases a noxious gas.
It farts.
Yes. I need... Oh, why can't... It's not showing up. Let's do it this way. All right, did it request a save from you three?
Yes.
It did.
Tirxian, you smell a gas, but it doesn't quite get to you. Everyone succeeded. Some really big successes.
Yeah, we're around Kaim. He smells bad, and we're used to it.
Yeah. Panoply, it is your turn.
Panoply is looking at the alcove she's in, like just glancing backward. Is that a wheel?
Yes.
Let's spend my action to spin the wheel. Do I need to
Okay.
do anything?
This contraption here starts like vibrating, and you can hear like pumps on the inside start pumping, and these different glass containers start pumping fluid into the center of the room.
Cool. I'm gonna move now. I'm gonna go here, and that's it.
Okay. Arvin, your turn.
With newfound confidence given from Panoply, gonna fire another bolt. An evasive little bugger, isn't it?
That barely misses.
Those flailings.
You gotta keep your eye on it.
Thank you, Panoply. Appreciate the notes. And final action, going to use a cantrip, Vicious Mockery, on the Duodrome.
Pentadrone.
Pentadrone.
It has 5 arms.
Pentadrone, life is full of disappointments, and I just added you to the list.
Oh, it fails. That means it has disadvantage, right?
Yes. Disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Next attack. Okay, so one of the 5 is at disadvantage.
Oh, good.
Anything else on your turn?
That would be it.
Oh wait, did you shot it, didn't you?
I shot and missed, yeah.
Okay. Technically you can't do both of those on the same turn, but you're learning, so it's fine. Because both of those are an action, and you only have 1 action.
The cantrip a bonus action?
No,
If it
not
is a
bonus.
bonus action, but your when you open your spell book on the very right hand side, it'll say if it's an action or a bonus action.
Thank you.
But that's okay. Kaim, it is your turn.
I am going to lift up my greatsword and attack again.
Your balls today.
Apparently.
Ugh.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's all.
Alright, Turksian.
Gonna turn the corner and cast another firebolt at it.
It hits.
And same thing, back around the corner.
And the Pentadrone's starting to look decently worn. However, it is its turn. Its first attack will be at disadvantage. Then 4 more normal.
Remember your 5Ds.
And 5 misses.
This is just a shit show all around.
Panoply, it is your turn. You see green fluid sort of leaving the glass containers and going into this big pool in the center.
Guys, I turned a wheel, but then I'm just gonna shoot it again. And the favored is still on it. Oh, it's adding the D4 to that. Damn it. Okay, well, it still probably
You
would
would
have
have
hit
still
with an
hit,
18.
yeah.
Okay.
Is it supposed to be a D4 to the damage?
Yes,
So
sorry.
it takes another 4?
Yeah.
How would you like to do this?
It's just sitting there, and I imagine Kaim has a shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's just kind of holding it up, and this thing is just pinwheeling, like ding, 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 hitting the shield, and then just gets it right in one of its armpits.
And as the arrow embeds itself into this mechanical, bizarre creation, it literally disintegrates into dust.
Guys, do you think I should turn the wheel back?
The liquid in the center starts bubbling and glowing.
Is it in an indenture or is it spreading across the ground?
It's in a big giant, like, vat, but the vat is not covered.
I'm gonna investigate one of these green, what is it, canisters?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah.
anything inside it?
Nope. I mean, it's probably halfway full of this glowing green liquid, but there's nothing inside the glowing green liquid. However, the glass container is large enough for a humanoid to be inside of it.
Do you guys want me to... There's more wheels? I think there's more wheels over here.
So we're out of initiative at this order at this point?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Panoply, I would recommend not spinning all the wheels and draining all of the goo out of these. We don't know what's inside of them.
You could turn the one on that far wall back again if the goo is scary.
Before you do, can I look over and peer into the green liquid to see if I recognize it or smell it or something?
Sure. Make an Arcana check. And Turxian, the green liquid is becoming stronger and stronger in sort of necromantic and... What was the other one? Conjuration is what I said?
So, based on my studying of the Encyclopedia of the Warforged that I picked up a few days ago, the Encyclopedia of Constructs, does this look familiar? Or would I have read anything about construction of this kind?
Make an intelligence check. See what you read and how much you read. 15. You remember there is a section in there about soul transferring, and that the host needs to stay alive long enough for the transfer of the soul into the Warforged to become complete to create a essentially a soul forged Warforge. And you're kind of getting the vibe that this is almost like an embalming fluid, or like the best nerd analogy is like back to fluid.
Okay, but at this point, since we destroyed the Pentadrone, does Turxian feel like the danger is past, or there might still be something below the surface of the liquid?
Make an Arcana check. You get the feeling there's not necessarily a danger in here. You probably don't want to fall into the green goo, but there's something in the central vat that is enhancing the magical power of the green goo, or increasing its necromantic potency.
Okay.
So you kind of gather that these pumps are used to drain the fluid from these glass containers into the center, reinvigorate it with necromantic power, and presumably the pump on the left pushes it back into the glass containers, and you now have new, fresh necromantic goo.
Gotcha. So Turxian will pipe up. Probably don't play with the pump. I think we're okay now, but stay away from the liquid, and honestly, we should probably just leave.
The lines in the ground are covered by this like glass casing that's cut out into the stonework. But the central goo vat is open.
There's a door here.
I believe that leads back to the entrance where we came from.
Oh, is that the little door that we had? Like, did you check that out?
Didn't actually open the door, but there's a cubby in there with some strange markings on the side of the walls.
What do you mean by strange markings?
Or something was strange about the side.
Now you've seen the pentadrone, the markings kind of look like the pentadrone.
I'm also
Morning.
going to yell behind me and say, "Hey, locked door. One of you magic folks find a key?"
I still have the one that worked for the door up in the bedroom. Try that one.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Dirksian!
This room here is like nothing you have ever seen before. There's a bunch of spinning wheels, gizmos, buttons, valves, pistons. This is... You know that the nation of Prospero is fairly technologically advanced. This is beyond your comprehension of what this technology is.
I'm not gonna touch anything in here.
Any loose stuff on the desks, or is it all just gizmos?
It's all just gizmos.
What do you guys think this is for?
However, right here, there's a brain inside of Green Goo.
Here, Panoply, you like to spin random wheels. Do you want to mess with anything in here?
And then these look like jars of Green Goo, but there's nothing inside of them.
Has it been less than 10 minutes since we were in the bedroom area at this point, or is 10 minutes up? Trying to decide if my detect magic is still
I think
active
it's still
or
up.
not. Okay.
You didn't spend a long time in that room above you.
Okay,
Or
so
well, you spent... No, it's probably up because you cast it when you went into that other room.
yeah, I cast it after we opened the chest and we investigated the desk.
Yeah, it's probably up by now.
Okay, no problem.
These vials, though, however, not glowing, and neither is this brain in the green goo, and the brain looks like it is decomposing.
That's too bad. Those are great for tanning leather.
What the hell is going on here?
Best that I can tell, it seemed like somebody was trying to study and maybe recreate his own version of the Warforged. I don't know, this place gives me the creeps.
Is that legal?
What are the Warforged exactly?
Essentially, my understanding from my limited research thus far is it's almost like somebody builds a machine out of metal and is able to control it and possibly even use somebody's soul to power it, but it's not exactly living, but it moves and acts as if it were a living being.
That's so creepy.
Very.
Were we able to tell if there were any human bodies in any of the glass enclosures in the last room?
They were all empty.
Thank goodness. I'm going to pull up my lute and play something a little more relaxing as we move along. I want to keep exploring.
Have we found anything that has, like, aside from, like, Arvin mentioned weird markings, which maybe look like the pentadrone, but have there been indications, like, what language that these people are speaking?
No. I mean, the notes that Turksine has found are in common, but the robots are... you have no idea. In this little room that Kaim and Arvin are in, it looks like a locker room. Not really sure if you know what a locker room is, but looks like a bunch of containers, and there are white jackets and the like gloves made out of some rubbery-like material.
Are there only left-handed gloves in this room?
No, they are both-handed, and there's also like rubbery boots
Looks like these may
and
have been used
goggles.
to handle or be around that ectoplasm.
Clearly, they were doing some kind of experiments here.
The goggles are also interesting. Some of them have two eyes, and some of them have a single eye.
What?
Should probably keep moving.
This is a stairwell that goes down.
All right, let's go down.
If you take one step forward, arrow will show up, Turksian. All right, you enter a new level, another weird science lab, but there is a little robot attending to a goo container. Is everybody loaded?
Yes.
I see just panoply in me.
Okay.
I only see my own token.
Since I recognize that
Okay,
drone, I will probably run in and smash it.
Okay, hold on one sec while I try to get everybody loaded in. I'm gonna force you onto another scene and then go back.
Ah, we made it out.
Okay, is the scene loaded for you, Turksian?
Yes, I'm loaded again.
Okay, I'm gonna activate that lab again and see if you can see everything now.
Is he Turksian, I think?
I just see panoply.
Can anybody see all four?
I can.
I can see all four.
I can
Okay.
refresh.
I would recommend that Panoply and Arvin refresh. And then when everybody comes in, I would like everybody to make a stealth check, which is under skills. Should be on the bottom row of skills.
I think my game froze.
Yeah, I'm seeing 2 dice that aren't mine. I'm refreshing again. See if that'll fix it. Foundry is so delicate.
Yeah, I'll probably look into a server.
My first skill check was actually a 9, so disregard my awesome roll.
Yeah, I see. Arvin's was a 13. Alright, how you guys doing on seeing everybody?
I see everyone.
Alright, you guys did not stealth well enough to not have the monodrone notice you, and it turns around and starts yelling out very loudly zeros and ones, and I would like everybody to roll for initiative. Alrighty.
Uh-oh.
In front of Arvin, a door opens and a monodrone pops out, a little shocked, screaming in zeros and ones, and stabs you. For a whopping 4 damage.
Ow.
Panoply, it is your turn.
Panoply moves back up the stairs to get vantage and fires over everybody's heads at the monodrone.
Okay. They are squishy. Arrow goes straight into its single eye socket and destroys it.
Are there more of these?
I see a lot of doors from my vantage.
I'm gonna stay up here. You guys open the doors.
Ah!
The door next to Arvin opens, and you all see a dagger swoop out and stick into Arvin. And Arvin is bloodied. Arvin, it is your turn.
I would like to move away from any open doors and run back towards Panoply.
Now that will incur an attack of opportunity.
That's okay, get me out of here.
Okay. One last dagger attack. Misses.
Can't see anything from here. Let's see.
You can break up your movement, so you could move there, cast something, and then continue moving. Or shoot something.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this guy on the far right and with my light crossbow, and then afterwards we'll move back down the stairs.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Indeed.
Thanks for the tips, Panoply. And run away.
Once again, straight through the single eye socket. And it's not blood that comes out, but this black ichor.
My turn is over.
Turxian, it is your turn. You know a door opened right here.
Okay. Turxian is not happy about everybody bunching up in the stairwell. So he's going to move, let's see, 30 feet this way. And he is going to cast Firebolt at the monodrone he can see through that doorway. Oof. And that will end his turn.
Fire your firebolt, and the monodrone sort of like shuts the door a little bit, so the firebolt hits the door and then reopens it. Kaim, it is your turn. You know there was a door that opened right here, and a dagger shot out and hit Arvin.
Kai is kind of looking around to see where the party is at. Looks at where all the doors are at. And he's conflicted. He sees that Arvin is hurt, so he's actually going to take a step back and put himself here in case this door is open. Actually, I'm just going to open the door myself. And there's nothing in there, so that was 5 feet of movement. I think that's 25 feet of movement. I'll open up this one. I found one.
Yep.
But I am out of movement, so I am going to actually just move over one more to kind of block it from hitting Turxian.
Okay. That's your turn?
Yep.
Alright, the Quadrone pulls out a bow and makes 4 short bow attacks against Kaim.
Remember your 5Ds. Dodge. Dodge. Ooh.
Some terrible rolling. Oh, that's a hit. For 6 piercing damage, and I think there's one more shot. So 3 misses and a hit. And then the Quadrone drops its bow and runs forward. Well, doesn't drop the bow, but slings it over its square box. Panoply, it is your turn.
Panoply hears Kaim kind of grunt in pain and runs down the stairs. Turns and will shoot this thing.
That barely hits.
Wasn't sure what I was aiming at first.
Solid hit, though. Is that your turn?
That is the whole of my turn.
Alright, Monodrone comes around the corner, sees Panoply, and jabs at you with a dagger. And misses. Arvin, it is your turn.
From the top of the stairs, I'm gonna take aim at the monodrome right over Panoply's head. Don't worry, Panoply.
Don't shoot the arrow!
Ah, getting better. And my turn is done.
Did you roll damage?
Didn't pop up. Can I just click? Let's try this.
There you go. That worked.
Now my turn's done.
It's weird it didn't work. Oh well. Turxian.
Hey, Turxian, seeing the big quadrone coming in and seeing his friends starting to get a little bit bloodied, is going to cast. My combat tracker's in the way. Cast magic missile at it. Gonna launch all 3 missiles at the quadrone.
Okay. Three missiles slam into the quadrone, and bits of like mechanical cogs and gears pop off of it. And when they pop off of it, they disintegrate into dust. It's looking really rough.
Great. And then he's going to kind of move more over here where he doesn't see any doors and should be decently out of the way for now. And end his turn.
Okay, Kaim, your turn.
I'm kind of hurt. Is gonna try and attack.
I'm seeing a theme here.
He was hurt. He was hurt so badly that kind of hurt his hitting arm.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope, and that'll end.
Alright, it's going to make 2 fist attacks. It punches you for 2 damage. Second fist attack. Misses. Panoply, your turn.
Oh, his nose is bleeding. I'm going to shoot it again. You okay, Kaim?
I'm good. I could take a punch. And he kind of just shrugs it off.
As the arrow sinks into the back of the quadrone, it disintegrates into a pile of dust. And it seems like there are no more machines yelling zeros and ones.
Actually, Penny, you got any of those berries and mushrooms?
I kind of gave them all to you earlier.
Oh man. Okay.
I mean, we could sit for a while if you needed to sit for a while, or I could go first for a while.
I have a healing potion if you need it, but could also lock ourselves in one of these rooms and sit and recover for a little bit if we need to too.
I mean, I don't mind going first.
I'll,
Not quite
I'll
as
hold
strong
on
as
to the
Kaim, but I'm pretty
potion,
good.
but I think we should probably keep moving on. I really don't feel safe here.
I don't feel safe in a room where there's bed with straps connected to more of these green goo machines over here.
And this looks like a mad scientist's lab. There are... These containers actually have glowing green goo in them. And there is a brain, a, like, fox head, and then indistinguishable pieces of things in these ones. These containers have glowing green goo in them. And as he pointed out, these have, like, beds with giant straps and what you can only make out like something that would fit around a cranium.
Is this brain fresh?
It is not decomposing. It looks like the green goo is keeping it fresh.
The bookshelf over here.
Yes, this looks like an office or a study.
Does it look like there's like a French drain in the floor or anything, like where you could pour green goo?
No, but these vats have tubes that go into the walls. And basically, like, these containers sit into a recess, so then these are empty recesses.
Oh my god, is that a Hannibal Lecter mask right here? I don't know how to ping.
Maybe? You just hold left click where you want to ping. Did you want to investigate that room?
I did, yeah. Well, Turks is on the left side checking out the books. I'm checking over here.
Alright, Turksine and Kaim, give me an investigation roll. So, Kaim is just, like, enthralled by this Hannibal Lecter mask.
Can I put it on? I mean, is it sanitary?
Sure.
And I'll kind of pick it up, I'll put it on, and look back at Panoply.
Otherwise, Turksian doesn't really delve too deep into the room, but there's a bunch of stuff on the desk and like on the shelves that are easy to see.
Do you guys want to like hang out here,
Oops.
or you look stupid, Kaim. Like stupider.
I think that this would be a good place to take a short rest and regroup, as it doesn't look like there's any other doors but the one.
I'll just watch out here. I feel okay.
And a short rest is like an hour?
Yes.
Alright. We can stay here. Just for an hour though. I think that's all I need.
Alright, so Panoply, as you sit outside there, you don't hear anything. Like, it's really quiet. And you all can, or Turksian, Arvin, and Kaim can all take a short rest. Despite having a terrible investigation roll, in this room, on the desk and on the shelves, easy to find, you found a set of woodcarver's tools, a vial of gold dust, a copper bell, a mysterious clockwork device, a set of dice, 10 candles in a small pouch, a pouch of multicolored chalk, a red potion, and 11 gold pieces.
Bounty.
During a short rest, would I also be able to cast Identify a few times, or would I have to forego the rest in order to do that?
You just have to expand the short rest if you want to make use of it.
Okay. I'm
So
not
it'd be like,
going to rest. I'm just going to cast Identify then, and I won't roll any hit dice.
okay.
So we found 2 red potions today. Would like to spend 10 minutes on each of those.
Alright, they are both potions of healing.
Okay. And then I would also like to spend 10 minutes on that glass ball. Glass sphere.
Okay, this glass sphere is like the size of a bouncy ball, essentially. I don't know what the best size comparison is, but it's fairly small. And you're really confused by what the identify spell tells you. It's, from what you can figure out, it's like a depleted soul stone. As in, a soul was once inside the stone, and the purpose of the stone is to hold a soul.
Okay. I don't think there was anything else that caught my eye I'd want to use to identify on. I guess just because I have an extra 30 minutes, maybe the clockwork device and the bell, just because why not?
They are not magical.
Cool. That's how I spent my hour.
Turxian?
Yeah.
That green goo, like you said, it was necromantic, a little bit magical. Do you think you could poison people with it?
I wouldn't drink it.
I mean, if you like shot somebody with an arrow that had it on it or something.
I honestly don't know enough about it. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't drink it. I guess it's worth a shot if you want to dip an arrow into it, but I have absolutely no idea.
You do get the feeling, though, from previously that the green goo loses its essentially magical power. It's almost like it's a conductive goo. And that whatever that was upstairs charges the goo.
Damn. It's like there's so much of it here. I could just take a vial and
But if you all want, after that short rest, we can call the session here.
Would be good for me.
Yeah. Just for my own note taking, we did not take any of the cheese or sausage or anything, right? Just Panoply just went and took some salt, but that was about it.
a lot of salt.
Sausage we can take easily. The cheese was kind of heavier.
So did you take the sausage?
Yeah.
I would say somebody
Okay.
took the sausage.
Okay.
Good news is, you guys have sort of completed enough of this to where you are at level 3.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't want to level you in the middle of next session.
Here, here. Hopefully someday I will not work fucking ridiculous days.